Hey, have you picked up Halo 5 yet? I don't know. It looks alright. Hey guys, check out this sweet flaming helmet I just picked up. Don't you think it's gonna be easier for you to get sniped with that on? Yeah, I mean, everyone's gonna see a flaming helmet. Whatever, you guys are just jealous. See, I told you. What's up, fellow collectors? Today I am talking about the Halo 3 Series 1 Jackal Sniper action figure, and this is a really cool figure, and it's from the very first line all the way back. I think it was 2007 or 2008 when they started releasing Halo figures with McFarlane Toys and not Joyride, which previously had the license to do the Halo stuff. This guy looks great, and right out of the gate, McFarlane really just impressed us, and this guy very much impressed me. I'm going to go over the little details in here in a second. Now, he comes with a really awesome sniper rifle, and I really like the way that looks, and the paint applications all on it, the sculpting. Everything just looks nice. I love this kind of shiny metallic look that the purple has on it. Makes it look very Covenant-esque. Here's another look from the other side here. You can see the scope right there where it's molded on top of the gun. Very cool looking stuff. Now, it's very hard to get this weapon in and out of the Jackal Sniper's hands, and I actually have it, pretty much permanently placed in here. I'm not going to try and, take it in and out because you could risk breaking off this little finger right here. And I really don't want to do that, so I left it in his hands. Now, he's got a decent amount of articulation, which I'm really happy about that. You can do a nice 360 motion here at the head, but his head does like to come out of the joint very easily. Just pop that back in there, but moving around a little bit, it will fall out. It's not that great. You got a nice 360 motion here at the upper arm, and then right below that you got a nice little swivel there. You got a nice hinge joint at the elbow, and then you could swivel the wrists around, and that looks really good. You got a decent amount of articulation at the waist. At the legs, they can kind of kick back and go forward. Got a nice amount of articulation there. Also at the knee, it's kind of the same way. He doesn't have any articulation at this little, second bird chicken knee thing, but he does have some nice ankle rocker pivot down below of his ankles. No toe articulation, and that's pretty much it for this guy. One thing I wish they did was actually give him a hinged jaw, so that way he can open and close his mouth, because, always having his mouth open and screaming like that kind of just looks silly to me. I'd like to have the option to be able to close his mouth or kind of open it all the way. But regardless, I think that McFarlane did an amazing job with the detail all over in this figure. You're even just looking at the mouth sculpt, the way they got the tongue in there, all the extra skin bits around his lips, his teeth, the eyes right there just look really crazy, like crazy chicken cat eyes or something. I really like his mohawk at the top of his head. Very cool looking stuff there, and that sniper sculpt over his face just looks really great. I really appreciate the amount of detail that McFarlane put into this guy. His suit, I just love all the sculpting and detail work that they put all over this guy. Tons of little silvers and blue accents everywhere. Very cool. I like his wrist gauntlets right above there. He's also got some hair underneath his arm there. All these little scratches and pivots and indentations in his skin to make it very lizard and bird-like. Definitely did an amazing job all the way to the back of the figure. I really like the amount of detail work they put down at his shin chicken leg gauntlets here, and he's even got some toe protection so he doesn't get shot in the toes in battle. Now, even though this guy does have a decent amount of articulation, it's hard to get him into a cool type of sniper stance. He can't really lift it up to where he can get the scope right to his eye to make it look like he's about to snipe somebody. It's pretty much the closest you can get, and even then he's not really holding it straight on. It's kind of more crooked, and it kind of takes away a little bit from the realism of that. But if you just kind of want to have him standing and, perched instead of in a sniping position, it still does look cool like that on display. Now, here's a quick size comparison between a Halo Reach Spartan and then we got the Halo 3 Jackal. And granted, the Halo 3 line is a little bit smaller in scale than the Halo Reach line, but it still kind of serves the same purpose. Really, the Jackal is probably about 4.5 inches tall, and the Spartans, they range about 5 inches tall. So it is pretty accurate in scale, in my opinion, the way everything's kind of laid out with the Covenant characters, and I think that McFarlane did a really good job keeping it really game accurate like that. So overall, though, this is a really good figure, and I highly recommend picking him up if you can find him at a cheap price. Definitely a great thing to add to your collection, especially if you like to army build with your Covenant like I do. You know, you gotta have some Jackal Snipers in there. Very cool figure. Check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of Halo reviews on there. I also do animations and collect other lines as well, like Mortal Kombat, Walking Dead, Star Wars, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe because I come out with new videos every week, and I will see you guys all in my next video, and thank you all for watching.